This is VOA News. Reporting by remote, I'm David Byrd. The United States Senate has voted to acquit former President Donald Trump on charges of inciting a deadly riot at the U.S. Capitol that left 5 people dead on January 6th. AP's Sagar Meghani reports.
57 senators voted that Trump was guilty of inciting the Capitol insurrection, 10 fewer than needed to convict him.
They said Donald John Trump be, and he is hereby acquitted.
Democrat Patrick Leahy announcing the result in a case lead House prosecutor Jamie Raskin said was not really about Trump.
This trial is about who we are.
And whether the world would see that America would let a leader get away with urging followers to violently breach the seat of government. Trump lawyer Michael Veen said the then president had nothing to do with the riot, that what he called a show trial was born instead out of hatred for Trump, and it's time to end the witch hunt.
Can allow America's healing to begin.
7 Republicans voted with Democrats to convict Trump, who quickly welcomed the acquittal, saying his movement has only just begun. Sagar Meghani, Washington.
At least 60 people were injured as hundreds of fuel vehicles exploded in a massive blaze that tore through a customs post on the Afghan-Iranian border Saturday. Iranian authorities sent fire engines and ambulances across the border. Scores of locals fought the blaze in the town of Islam Qala before it was brought under control. The governor of the western province of Herat said Iranian authorities and NATO-led personnel in Afghanistan were asked for assistance to help contain the fire. Late Saturday, Iran's state news agency quoted a spokesman for the governor as saying the fire was under control, but that about 500 vehicles had been burned. This is VOA News. A World Health Organization investigator said Saturday that China refused to hand over raw data on early COVID-19 cases. Reuters Olivia Chang reports.
A WHO team probing the origins of the pandemic had requested raw patient data on 174 cases from the early phase of the outbreak in the city of Wuhan in December 2019. But Dominic Dwyer, an Australian infectious disease expert who is a member of the team, said only summaries were provided. He said the data was especially important as only half of the cases had exposure to the Huanan seafood market where the virus was initially detected. The White House on Saturday said they have, quote, deep concerns about the WHO COVID-19 report from China. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan called on China to make available data from the earliest days of the outbreak.
That's Reuters' Olivia Chang. The University of Oxford in Britain plans to test its COVID-19 vaccine in children for the first time. AP's Sarah Bassett reports.
The trial seeks to recruit 300 volunteers between the ages of 6 and 17, with up to 240 receiving the vaccine and the remainder a control meningitis vaccine. Chief researcher on the Oxford vaccine trial, Andrew Pollard, says that while most children don't get severely ill from COVID-19, it is important to establish safety of the vaccine in young people.
It is certainly possible that wider use to try and curb the progress of the pandemic might be considered in the future.
Regulators in more than 50 countries have authorised widespread use of the Oxford vaccine, which is being produced and distributed by AstraZeneca for use in people over the age of 18. Sarah Bassett, London.
Former European Central Bank President Mario Draghi, the man largely credited with saving the euro currency, took the helm as Italy's premier Saturday after assembling a government of economic experts and other technocrats, along with career politicians from across the spectrum. South Africa says it will reopen 20 of its land borders to allow normal travel after restrictions were implemented to control rising COVID-19 infections last month. The Home Affairs Ministry said Saturday that land borders, including those with Zimbabwe, Mozambique, and Botswana, would reopen after being closed on January 11th. South Africa has recorded the highest number of coronavirus infections and deaths on the African continent. Find more at our website, voanews.com. Reporting by remote, I'm David Byrd, VOA News.